evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, gentlemen, but I'll address myself as well. So I had my light bulb moment a few months ago doing some good old procrastination. I was at my piano and I was trying to play this piece which I've been trying and failing miserably to master for the best part of 5 years when my teacher first gave it to me. It's called The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. Don't know if any of you have heard of this. It is an awesome piece of music, but there's just this one little passage, these few chords really in the right hand, where I have to like play, I don't know if you're all familiar with how the keyboard works, but I was trying to play a first and a third and then an eighth, and it's very awkward, and I can't really manage it with any kind of speed or accuracy, and I don't think I ever will be able to. I had this real dawning where I realised I would never be able to play this passage, because simply the piano is not designed for someone like me. The keys are too far apart, I cannot possibly reach them. And so I thought about this, if only the keys were just a bit closer together. And then I thought, well, hang on, why are they this set width? I mean, it's a hammer and string mechanism, so it's not as if the size of the key affects the pitch like it would in, say, a violin, where it matters how taut the string is. It's almost like a middleman, it's like a button. The hammer hits the string somewhere in the back of the piano. So there's no real reason why it should be this particular width. And I've been researching it. Apparently it was standardised about 120 years ago when the piano started to become very popular. Everyone wanted one in their home. They wanted them for concert halls, and it was made by European males for other professional European males. And obviously men on average tend to have slightly larger hands than women, which makes it quite difficult if you have small hands. And small hands, by the way, is classified as under 8 inches, so a lot of guys would fall into this category as well, and certainly children. I did measure mine the other day, and apparently I'm 7.5, so I just about fall into this category. But it doesn't have to be this way. I mean, the interesting thing is you can change a lot of things about your piano. You can change the size, you can make it half size, but one thing they're very strict on is key width. Like even on children's pianos, it's like, oh, perfect size for kids, will fit into your kid's bedroom, adult size keys. Why? Why have we not addressed this before now? I really don't understand. And on a more controversial note, there is a disproportionate amount of female competition winners for the piano, despite far more women than men taking up the instrument, and I do think it is related. As one pianist put it, it's the best kept secret of how much easier it is to play with bigger hands. It makes sense. It's quite literally not a level playing field. And so you might be asking, okay, what evidence is there for this? Well, there actually exists a prototype, so no need to copyright my ideas just yet, where they've made the keys 7/8 of the width of the standard piano, and they asked female pianists and males with smaller hands to test out this piano, and the results were astonishing. They could suddenly play pieces that they'd watched other more naturally blessed pianists play perfectly fluently for years, and suddenly they were able to compete with them on a level unprecedented before. So there is scientific evidence. They actually hooked up their hands to these sensors to test things like muscle strain, and they were a lot less tense, more relaxed, more in control, and able to concentrate on what matters most, which is creating beautiful pieces of music. So my conclusion is that this one-size-fits-all approach does not work. You wouldn't ride a bike that was too big for you, because at any given moment you can fall off and crash in a heap. Well, that's what I feel when I'm trying to play at speed, this ridiculous chord progression that is unnatural, uncomfortable, and quite painful and frustrating. So my invention is a piano that would be tailor-made for the individual. My vision is that we'll go into a shop and we'll be asked, okay, do you want an 8-incher or a 7-incher? Or, they'll measure your hand size and you can pick one tailor-made to you. I think instruments should work for us and not against us, so that we can get on with what matters most, which is the music. So yes, thank you for listening. And I want to make playing the piano a level playing field for everyone. Let's stop being handist.